Tennessee up by 2. We approach 5 minutes to go.
Keep Dickinson out where he is. There's going to be a lane going towards the basket eventually.
High screen, Dickinson find the open man. Collins for the lead.
Wow.
Tapped home. Where did Williams come from?
Very active, moving his feet, getting into good position. That was a real good set by Michigan because they knew where the shot was coming from.
Ziegler for the fellow freshman Chandler. Tennessee has missed its last 5 shots. Step back 3. Off the mark. Rebounded by Houston.
And the bigs continue to bounce one another underneath the basket. The centers. They're extending it. Oh, look at this.
Poke away. Ziegler got him.
That's what you have to be careful with him. Before I mentioned ball on defense, man-to-man defense, he'll look for strips. That was well-timed, and the quickness, you're never going to catch him from behind.
And the 7th steal of the night for Tennessee. Volunteers lead by 2. Dickinson makes his move. The drive, missed it, follow again! Williams going upstairs. And he tips it home.
Everybody's following Dickinson to the middle of the floor. They're watching, they're thinking he's going to go in. He shoots it with his right hand, that trip, a little heavy. And a beautiful follow again, 2 times.
Terrence Williams providing a huge lift off the bench. Vescovy gives it up. Extra pass, James rims out on a 3-ball.
Nice work on the defensive glass by Michigan just then, keeping Vescovy away from it, not getting a hand on it.
3.5 to play. Regulation tied at 62. Spot in the Sweet 16 at stake. Double up. It was jarred loose.
Yep.
Brooks can go to the backcourt to get it. Brooks on the move. Drive in. Good! And the foul!
There's those lanes because Dickinson has removed himself. Good work by Michigan and Juwan Howard to extend everything, to let it develop. Let there be some room to make something happen. Here he comes at him. And that's a good call. Restricted area and moving. Double whammy defensively.
Juwan Howard, after the bucket made by Brooks, ran out onto the floor, not to celebrate with his guys. He ran out to show Hunter Dickinson where he should be setting up on the outside. Coach Howard's wife, Janine Wardley, part of the Michigan faithful here in Indianapolis as Brooks converts.
And I'm sure you also notice he got in the middle of the Tennessee guys leaving, so he had to kind of dance his way through.
65-62. Michigan leads it. Tennessee, they were so hot from 3-point territory in the first round against Longwood. 14 of 24. Today, 2 of 15. Chandler, that's for 2.
And they've also, Tennessee, put Fulkerson back into this game. My thought is that the watch for him on the high pick and rolls, dive into the basket, a little better catching and going towards the bucket for Tennessee.
Chandler putting up big numbers, 19 points, 9 assists. Young guards going head-to-head, Collins and Chandler. Williams, more playing time for him. The cut. Williams.
Wow.
Oh! Swallowed up by Fulkerson. He got engulfed.
Well, you know, Dickinson makes good passes, but this one, Fulkerson on the floor, and his timing absolutely perfect. He swats it out of bounds. The purist would say keep it in bounds, but sometimes you look for style.
Shot clock is down to 5. Drop it inside. Dickinson against Fulkerson. A southpaw battle, and it's Dickinson going to the free throw line. A foul called on John Fulkerson. That's number 2.
Yeah, and he's shaking his head because he anticipated right here. Watch, he's going to anticipate. Watch his body jump to his left shooting hand, but he slides in and hits it. So not bad defensively, but Dickinson's so good at getting his shot off.
But a miss on the first attempt. 24 points, 8 rebounds, now 5 of 7 at the line. Splits a pair.
Tennessee guards have to pick up this pace in the half court. Not to rush into anything, but just keep the action moving. Looks like a 2-3 to switch this up by Michigan right now.
Michigan up by 2. Fulkerson way outside.
Yeah, where's the middle of the floor with a cutter?
Chandler using the screen. Chandler gets the switch on Houston. Chandler, the drive, off the rim, grabs the rebound. Chandler goes up with it. That won't go. And Williams secures it with a foul call.
Chandler came down on him, swinging the arm a touch. It's the smart drive to get it towards the middle of the floor. He gets its second chance here, but he has to readjust his shot just a touch. And then he comes in with the foul.
And it's number 3 on Kennedy Chandler. Terrence Williams, the second, the sophomore at the free throw line. He's just got a really good feel for the game. I wouldn't put a specific tag on what position he plays. It's just one of those guys that you put out there and plug into different spots.
And he gets stuff done for you.
76% shooter, and he gets the roll. 9 fouls against Tennessee.
Yeah, just under 30 shots this year from the free throw line. So obviously a tight, big situation for Johan Howard and company.
67-64 Michigan, just over 2 minutes to play.
Be ready to box out, especially on the Dickinson side right here.
Williams out of Clinton, Maryland, nails a pair. 4-point lead for the Wolverines. This is a 14-4 run.
I think Rick Barnes wants a timeout over there, and he's not getting it.
And now he will get it. They were running their offense.
I thought Fulkerson was going to go on it.
2:01 to play. 4-point game in Indy.
Well, around the corner there with Brooks flying to the basket. Dickinson making some very sharp and timely passes.
Well, Tennessee has got some family in attendance as well. That's Ron Slay, the 2003 SEC Player of the Year, cheering on the Volunteers, who currently trail by 4, under 2 minutes to go.
They're playing a matchup zone right now. It looks like a 2-3, but look at the middle of the floor. If you can slice in there, get Fulkerson out of there, you want a decision maker in the middle of your floor.
Ziegler probing. Chandler, kick. Ziegler, ball fake. Shot clock winding down. Ziegler tosses it up and in, but it won't count. Too late, but they're going to go and take a peek.
Your instincts had no.
Well,
so mine felt like that too.
I was going off the officials. I saw the officials react. This was really close. It's late.
Yeah, it's late. Good reaction, the right reaction.
Ball is in the hand. Still there. Still there.
0. Still has it.
Yep.
It's a great shot too, by the way.
Tremendous.
Here we go. We take another look.
Yeah, a beat late.
Yeah.
And a huge call at the 138 mark. That would have cut it to 2.
Yeah, Joe Lindsay was on the right over here making that call, so he had that lined up pretty well in the correct position.
Michigan with the basketball. Basket will not count for Tennessee. Volunteers with just 5 points in the last 8 minutes. Last time Michigan won back-to-back games, February 8th and February 10th. It's been a long time.
Yeah, and Tennessee has no choice but to be full court pressing right now, taking some gambles. Because Michigan will come down and sit on the clock a bit.
Williams tosses in for Brooks. They double him. Brooks in trouble.
Call timeout.
1:35 to go. Timeout, Michigan.
Not a great place to catch the ball in a basketball game. Right here in the corner, sideline and the baseline are 2 defenders on you. And he can't move from here, so you got to close up and make sure that they don't make this easy pass up the left sideline, because he can't move but a foot. He gets it in cleanly.
But the timeout allows them to go 10 seconds. It doesn't matter. He just turned it over.
Right. Strip down, gets it. They protected that left side, so they didn't go up that side. They forced it away. That's exactly what you want to do. See, here's the easier pass. If they can get it, make a difficult one, and watch from behind. Good defensive effort.
And that's the man who they wanted to have the ball. Brooks, foul called on the pass from Fulkerson. Terrence Williams was there defensively.
So here's the look from behind.
Yep.
Yep.
Just lost it on the double team.
Yeah, nice work by Tennessee to close it.
That's 16 fouls against Michigan. Ball fake. Vescovy takes it in for 2.
Houston didn't let him shoot that ball from the outside.
68-66. Toss it in once again. Brooks defended closely by Ziegler.
And now they play straight up with the clock situation.
Remember, no Devontae Jones. Forced out of action after taking a hit to the head in the first half.
So Brooks forced to play the true point guard on this possession. Where's Dickinson with his touches?
Under a minute to go. Michigan up by 2. Shot clock at 7. Head and shoulder fake. Brooks tosses it up. Oh! Old school! Eli Brooks! 70-66 Michigan. Crossover. Vescovy. Fake. James. Extra feed. Deflected out of bounds. 45 seconds to go. And Michigan up by 4.
You are right about old school. Watch this. He knows he just has to get it up somehow, and hopefully one of his guys will rebound it if he misses.
Just show up to the YMCA and toss that up. Tennessee. Ziegler rims out at a 3.
Got a foul.
Rebounded by Dickinson. Get it ahead. Brooks foul. Zakai Ziegler picks it up. And double bonus here. 36.2 to play.
Well, Tennessee gets a pretty good look here. Good rotation. The ball soft off the rim, and Dickinson right there. And then he releases it to take up more time off the clock. And then at that point, you have to foul. So that's a good foul, but Brooks making the simple catch on the pass from Dickinson.
He is a excellent free throw shooter. 22 points. Now 2 of 2 at the line. Diabate checks in, replacing Houston. Winner advances to San Antonio. Brooks knocks down a pair. 72-66, 33 seconds to go. Tennessee needs points in a hurry. James, jumper, no good. Tapped home, and the foul. Fulkerson somehow got in there. And a chance at a three-point play.
Well, and the first thing that happens here is James has to force a shot. You think it's going to be a hard shot. It comes off very softly, which allows Fulkerson to do a little trickery going through, spinning it up, and making it happen off the glass.
Brooks picks up the personal. At that point, you're just trying to get your hand on the ball to keep it alive, maybe for an offensive rebound. That ball goes in. John Fulkerson out of Kingsport, Tennessee.
74% from the line.
Trying to make this a one-possession game. In and out. Rebounded by Diabate.
Got to foul him if he can't get to the ball.
And they do. He's a 62% shooter.
So you'll take those 2 or 3 seconds, take a swing at it, and then go for it.
23 seconds on the clock. Third foul on Josiah Jordan-James. And Diabate trying to get into the mental state, practicing his motion before he steps to the line. He's 1 of 3 tonight. That's good. Just remember what happened with this Michigan program. Juwan Howard suspended for 5 games, fined $40,000. The incident with Wisconsin. And now they are 20 seconds away from the Sweet 16.
One of the guards should be busted into the basket.
Chandler will go there, and it's blocked by Dickinson. A foul with 13 seconds left. And the Wolverines can taste it.
Dickinson, a big factor defensively on that drive. I'm not so sure about the angle for Tennessee to challenge the middle of the floor. They should have been going towards the middle. And he just stands his ground, straight up. Doesn't give him any type of room to finish that off.
75-68, Michigan. The number 3 seed in the South, Tennessee, 13 seconds away from elimination. 27 points, 10 rebounds for Hunter Dickinson. Chandler in no rush. Ziegler will fire off the mark. Dickinson the board, and that's it. An unlikely story being written by Michigan in March. The Wolverines are heading to the Sweet 16. They knock off the 3 seed in the South, Tennessee, 76-68, the final. It's been a clean slate for Michigan, and they are making new memories after a roller coaster of a regular season.
Yeah, and they came out, and you have to give them credit. They executed very well at both ends of the floor. They did a great job of shutting down Tennessee on the outside, also with the three-point shooting. Just never let them get on track. How does the numbers 2 for 18 from Tennessee on the three-point shooting sound? Sounds pretty good defensively for Michigan.
Jimmy, for the 5th consecutive tournament, Michigan is in the Sweet 16. Emotion for the freshman Kennedy Chandler, consoled by Juwan Howard, the head coach of Michigan. Disappointment for Tennessee. The expectations so high. They were so impressive in the first round against Longwood, but they met their match tonight. And the Michigan Wolverines advance, and they're dancing to San Antonio. Here's Jamie.
Coach, how masterful of an execution did you need from your team, especially defensively down the stretch, to win this game?
Yeah, I didn't do anything. They did everything. They did everything they took to make winning plays throughout the game. I'm so proud of how they're resolved during the ups and the downs with runs. You know, give Tennessee credit. They're a well-coached, well-balanced team, but I got to give my guys credit on how they competed from start to finish.
You must have had an appreciation for the battle of the big men tonight.
Yes. You know, Hunter is one of the most competitive bigs, and then also, I don't want to mess his name up.
Uros Plavcic. Yes,
I have a lot of respect for him. And I love his energy too. You know, there was one possession where he winked at me and pointed at me, and then I was like, yo, it's just fun, competitive basketball. But Hunter's also is a graphic, you know, emotional guy that shows emotion, which I love coming from guys that's coming out here competing, because basketball is not an easy game, and these kids supposed to have fun when they're out there competing.
You haven't won back-to-back games in a month. What has you playing so well right now?
Well, you know what? This is all about attention to detail. It's also about the sacrifice for an entire group. It's also about our staff, you know, being so dialed in to the prep, and also the trust. The trust is real, and so I'm just so excited for this moment. It's great that we have, you know, the Michigan fan base supporting us from start to finish.
I'll let you go celebrate. Congratulations, Coach. You're going to the Sweet 16.
Thank you, Jamie.